bobcats seem to do very, very well in outreach when they're little. And when they get to be about 2 years old, they say, we're homebodies. You're never putting a leash and collar on us again. So right now I have all these lovely bobcats that if you come to my house, you can see, but they don't do outreach. So we're going to kind of pretend this is a bobcat Canada lynx today. In Europe, there's the Eurasian lynx. In Siberia, there's the Siberian lynx. In Africa, there's the caracal or desert lynx. Well, this guy is a Canada lynx. He ranges from Canada down into the northern United States. Actually, the Canada lynx and the bobcat have done a really good job of dividing up North America. This guy, Canada to the northern states. Two very simple characteristics that distinguish the lynxes from the rest of the cats. First of all, they all have the short, bobbed tail. We did not cut off his tail. That's another reason the bobcat is called the bobcat. And the other way to tell if a cat is a member of the lynx family is the unsightly ear hair. And that hair is called an ear tuft. So if you see a cat with ear tufts, it is a lynx. The reason the mountain lion has so many names is that it used to range from Canada to South America, from the East Coast to the West Coast. So each Indian tribe gave the cougar a different name. She has more names than any other species of wild cat. A lot of people do not realize cougar, puma, mountain lion are the same animal. It's just a different name for that animal. Today they range through the 11 states west of the Rocky Mountains, with a very small population left in Florida. What we call the Florida panther is a mountain lion. So, do we have mountain lions living here in California? Sure. Do we have mountain lions living here around Santa Cruz? Yes, we do. Lakota is a girl. She's 10. She weighs about 100 pounds. Boys get up to about 160. You're looking at an amazingly strong animal. If you and I are in really good condition, if we really work out, if we eat really healthy, 50% of our body weight is muscle. In this cat, it's 85%. So I always say, if you really want to work out, bulk up, lose that body fat, you want to look like a cougar. She doesn't have any. You'll also notice her tail is at the opposite end of the spectrum, extremely long, and it makes her an excellent jumper. How about it? I would say my cat can purr louder than your cat. People ask us about the roaring and the purring. Cats that belong to the scientific genus Panthera, which is the lion, the tiger, the leopard, and the jaguar, are what we call a roaring cat. Okay, this is Kosi, and he is a 3-year-old cheetah. And the cheetah is probably the most specialized of all the cats. They're made to do one thing: 0 to 45 miles an hour in 2 seconds, 0 to 70 miles an hour in 4 seconds. Everything about the cheetah is made for speed, from the small aerodynamic head to the extremely flexible spine. His shoulder blades are not attached to the spine, and when he is moving and running, he can actually cover 20 feet in one stride. So his stride is longer than that of a horse. And in the extended position and in the contracted position, all 4 feet are off the ground. So when this cat is running, half the time he is literally flying. If it's not an emergency, please stay seated while she's out, because if you get up, she's going to go right back to her crate and the rest of the audience is not going to get to see her. So that would be a big help. Okay, this is Chimane. Chimane is an ocelot. Now the ocelot ranges from Texas down into Mexico, Central and South America. She's about 17 pounds. Males can get up to about 30. Small, not much larger than your domestic cat at home. She is listed under CITES as an endangered species. More ocelots were killed for the fur trade than any other species of cat. For over a 50-year period, people were going into the rainforest and every year killing about 200,000 ocelot. So if you multiply 200,000 by 50, you can see why their numbers were really decimated. And because she's very small, it takes 28 ocelot skins to make just one fur coat. So today the ocelot is listed under CITES as endangered. Now a very interesting little cat, not a fast runner like the cheetah, not strong like the mountain lion or the leopard, but one of the champion tree climbers of the cat family. Totally at home when she's up in the branches of the tree. The ocelot and the margay in the Central and South American rainforest and the clouded leopard in the Asian rainforest have a wrist or ankle bone that rotates further around than any of the other cats. So this allows her to get up in the branches, even hang upside down without falling out of the tree.
Okay, I'll
if you watch a domestic cat climb a tree, many of the cats have that pattern on the backs of their ears. Now, she hunts very small prey. This cat lives on insects, lizards, mice, and small birds. She can kill something as large as an armadillo or a rabbit, but generally they hunt pretty small prey. And if you think about it, living in the rainforest, being way up high in the canopy of the trees is a nice, safe place to be, because down lower is that 300-pound jaguar. And believe me, 17-pound cats stay very far away from 300-pound cats. She turned 1 year old in June. Now, she looks big. She is still a baby. She still has a baby brain. She is still learning what Rob and I want her to do in our program. When you're working a very, very young cat, it's very important that you make her coming out be fun. Because if she does not enjoy doing the programs when she's little, she is not going to do them as an adult. So I'm going to kind of keep talking here, and Rob is going to work her towards the table. This is Asha Karan. She is a female snow leopard. Now the snow leopard ranges through the Himalaya mountains. You will find this cat in China, India, Tibet, Nepal, Turkey, Pakistan. They can live at altitudes of up to 18,000 feet. So the snow leopard lives in the coldest climate of any of the cats. Many people consider the coat the most beautiful. Again, because she lives where it's very cold, very, very long, very, very soft fur. Huge paws. She actually has hair in between her pads, so when she's walking on that snow, her feet don't freeze. Very long tail, excellent jumper. On a cold night, she'll curl up in a ball and she'll wrap that tail around her like a blanket to help her stay warm. Adult females are around 75 pounds, males are somewhere around 100. So last summer, when we were looking for a name for this baby, we found the name Asha Karan. In the Hindi language, Asha Karan means ray of hope. So she is our hope that the people on this planet are going to care enough about this wonderful animal to make sure they don't become extinct. So what we're doing with her right now is we're moving the table, as she's getting older, we're moving the tables further and further apart. So we'll be able to demonstrate, as an adult, we'll be able to demonstrate some of her jumping ability. If you're at all interested in the snow leopard, the website for the Snow Leopard Conservancy is really easy. It is just snowleopardconservancy.org. A lot of great information about the cat. Right now there's a really fun video about a baby on the website. We're using remote cameras, and the camera caught a young cat, comes up to the camera, kind of checks it out. You can see mom's off to the side.